G'day, welcome back to Pommyinoz. I hope we're all doing really well. If you are new around here, please drop a like, please drop a subscribe. It does help the channel out and it just makes me feel like I am not talking to a camera on top of a box. What we're looking at today is the Sydney Swans. What are their chances in 2021? What can they look forward to? So without further ado, let's get into it. So 2020 for them, 16th, 5 wins. And it was an up and down year for Sydney. They suffered from key injuries throughout their lines, throughout the year. And on the other hand, they did manage, though, to plough game time into that young contingent of players. They lost a staggering 5 games by under 10 points, which shows the heart and determination that you expect of a horse side. What was detrimental to them was their inefficiency to really score enough and hurt opposition. And that is kind of where them points and games got away from them. This league is a scoreboard pressure league, and they'll hope in 2021 that they can build on what they built in 2020. The backline, though, held firm. Mills, Lloyd and Rampy often were left alone as the midfield kind of conceded inside 50s at will. But with the addition of Hickey, this gives a bit of stability to that midfield. It allows them to get a bit better first use and really maybe control the corridor a bit more efficiently. It is a fast-moving side. They've got some very good young talent. And moving into 2021, this young list will really hope to kick on and put themselves in the shout of finals in the years ahead. 2021 is just that for me. It's a cement year. Cement yourself in that top 14, blood some more youngsters, refine the game plan. They will have learnt a lot from 2020, and with some of them elder statesmen now coming back into the side, that experience will help them. They'll feel confident. They're going to get a good fair use of contested ball because Hickey, although not a world beater, is more than serviceable, and a lot will stand on the development of their young stars. Florent, Rowbottom and Blakey, if they can do what they did in 2020, which is show a bit and grow by 10%, they'll definitely be a force in the next 2 to 3 years. Campbell and Goulden, they offer something different as well. Goulden particularly has an eye for the sensational. He's a real treat, and I'm looking forward to seeing how he goes in this side. It adds a string in the bow in Sydney, and it is a real attacking threat, and he'll be good to go, both him and Campbell, from round 1. Ones to watch then, we're going to look at first Nick Blakey. We talked about him in 2021, and let's have a look at his numbers. 10.3 touches, 2.3 marks, 2.3 tackles and 0.7 goals, and he really is good. He was playing a little bit as wingman last year as that kind of outlet ball. We know he's a good forward, and he really, this bigger body midfield hybrid forward type is so in vogue in the AFL, and he suits it. He's got a good turn of pace, he reads the game well, he's got high footy IQ, he can bring people in, but more importantly, he can take the game on himself. He's an absolute supreme footballer. He's not afraid to get his hands dirty as well, and I'm excited about seeing what 2021 holds with him, particularly with the addition of Heaney back into the side from injury. He's a guy that's going to really benefit from them kind of creative outlets. Should be a big year, and I'm looking forward to seeing him go. The other guy we're going to look at is, we've talked about him as well, Tom Hickey, the ruckman. Don't often have ruckman in this list, but let's have a look at his numbers. 11.8 touches, 3.1 marks, 2.5 tackles, 0.3 goals and 19.2 hitouts. And this was an area of concern for me last year with Sydney. They didn't have a real star ruckman. Everyone has a serviceable ruckman at least, and Tom Hickey comes from a Premiership side. He understands what it takes. He's more than serviceable. He works hard. He's got good second and third efforts, and he isn't going to make it as easy to extract as they've been used to. I think if he gets a kind of a link with Luke Parker, they should go all right, because that is where a lot of them inside 50s came. It was often too easy to really attack the corridor from a stoppage, and it did hurt them. Hickey, it's not a world beater, and I'm not saying that, but I think he'll have his best career year with Sydney, and he really suits what Horse is trying to build. And the last guy is Isaac Heaney. He missed most of last year, and he's a superstar. 18.2 touches, 4.9 marks, 4.1 tackles and a goal. Absolute jet of a footballer. He's a creative outlet. He can score goals. He can break games open. He is a genius at what he does. Luke Parker and co, they get the ball out, and when they get it to this guy, something happens. Papley as well on the other side of him. They're a very, very fearsome combination. They've got X Factor in Sydney's side, and Heaney is a key part of that. He'll it'll definitely be a building year again for Sydney. I don't think they're going to threaten finals, but I think they'll be looking to put enough pressure on themselves that 2022 they are in the finals camp. Their list is in a real happy place at the moment. They haven't got too many players they rely on that are really old without any replacements already there. And it's definitely going to be a building year. If Hickey goes well as well and offers that stability, gives them a chance to really start to build another ruckman who's going to come in for them. You've got Heaney, you've got Papley, you know you've got the goal threats, you've got Buddy on ice as well, and you expect Buddy to have a good year. And apart from that, they've got some really good talent around there. Their midfield is competitive, it has edges to it, their backline stands up well, and their forward line has real depth of talent. Their entries sometimes can be rushed. If they can sort that out, which I suspect they will, they'll definitely move up the ladder and look to threaten finals in 2022 and moving onwards. I have them 12th to 15th, and I think they'll set a foundation for a big 2022. That's the Sydney Swans then. Let me know what you think about Sydney's hopes this year, and until next time, Pom out.